pumping at the sour.
Just a few years later, after a switch to trumpet, Bauza was playing at the Savoy Ballroom for Harlem's King of Swing, Chick Webb. Bauza became the orchestra's musical director and lead trumpet player. Taken with Bauza's musicianship, Webb had personally rehearsed him in what he called the vocabulary of jazz, helping him adapt to the feel of swing.
Getting more da da ba do ba da ba do ba da ba do ba da ba do ba da. Whereas Latin it tends to be strictly pakum 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 pakum.
Even as Bauza made inroads into American jazz, Cuban music was entering the American mainstream. In 1931, an orchestra from Havana released El Manicero, the peanut vendor. It became a surprise smash hit. The million seller launched the rumba dance craze of the 30s, and so-called Latin bands became a standard ballroom attraction. The stage was set for a musical revolution, led by Mario Bauza. It started with an insult.
Mario was insulted by some comments by a musician in the Cab Calloway Orchestra when he played him some of the music of Cuba. He said, hey, that sounds like hillbilly music, country music. He goes, yeah, it's the music of my country, Cuba. But one day there'll be a band, just like this band, the Cab Calloway Band, real classy, elegant, with modern harmonies, etc. It's going to have an Afro-Cuban rhythm section. And I'm going to tell you, it's going to sound better than this band.
You ever hear the expression, merengue lemon pie? This is exactly what it is. Jazz in the top, and the Afro-Cuban rhythm in the bottom.
Bauza's first step was to recruit his brother-in-law, bringing him up from Cuba. To the world, he'd become known as Machito.
Machito, his real name was Francisco Raúl Gutiérrez Grillo de Ayala. His nickname when he was a kid was Macho. And then the story goes that a promoter in New York City told him, that sounds like too harsh. Is there any way to make that a little bit softer? Like, how would you say little Macho? So he goes, oh, Machito. So that's how basically he got his moniker.
He was the kind of man that was the salt of the earth, really, the salt of the earth. And what a pair of maracas. Nobody could play maracas like him. And the way he sang was just completely endearing.
Bauza's fusion of an African-American big band with traditional Cuban rhythms was groundbreaking, right down to its name.
Just the fact that the name that they chose for that band was Machito and his Afro-Cubans says a lot.
Machito is Afro-Cubano. A lot of people object that Afro thing there.
It's the first time where we see this kind of public acknowledgement through the naming of the band of something that is African-derived.
I'm of African descent. And the rhythm, the producing music we play is African.
Nobody was acknowledging Africa. All of a sudden this band comes out and right in your face it says Machito and the Afro-Cubans.
Bauza and Machito had a strong base to work from.